Yes. It's so warm, innit? New mic on. This is the official setup now. Let me just see what it sounds like. To all of you people out there, I'm absolutely boiling. I'm not even going to lie to you. I've had a shower and that, but I'm absolutely boiling. Let me just check exactly what it sounds like, exactly what it looks like. It should look okay. It should look decent. Let me just check exactly what it sounds like, exactly what it looks like. It should look okay. It should look decent. I want to do right there. I may have broken my stream. So microphone from the Trust microphone. Is that it? Is it sweet? Is it all good? Alright, sweet. We've got a lot of comments to get through. I'm so sorry. I'm absolutely boiling sat here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My stream is on, but my setup. Listen, it's slowly getting there. Listen, I mean, check out the new mic. Kaboom. Brand new mic to the stream. And yeah, man, listen, it's brand new. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a brand new mic. Never ever been used. This is the first stream ever being used for. Show the banner. Of course, I've got banners all over the place on these streams, people. The ticker should have been across the bottom the whole time. And of course, we'll show that banner as well. Kaboom. Looking good. That's looking very, very sweet. So, Keane went for 2-0 Newcastle. Oh, yes, I know what that means. Poo on the Villa, basically, is what he's put on his comment. 2-1 Newcastle. Newcastle 0-0 draw from Shea Hume. I think United will turn over Sheffield United today, possibly. Somebody put, come on, Toons, 2-0. 2-0 Newcastle. A up from Scotland. All right, mate. All right, Sam. All right, Red Dog. The game is on BT Sport 1. And don't worry, I'm getting a fresh stream, people. That is coming in very, very soon. Guess who's back again from Dylan Haywood. Yeah, man, good geezer. You know what I mean? He's been to many of these. Newcastle team here quickly. The Bravker, Manquillo, Lascelles, Fernandez, Rose, Richie Hayden, Shelby, St. Maximin, Almiron, and Joe Linton. The bench is Darlow, Kraft, Yedlin, Shah, Lazaro, Benselev, Gale, Muto, and Carroll. Me personally, I've said it all season long for Newcastle. They should really have Dwight Gale starting each and every game, but listen, I'm not the manager. Aston Villa gone 2 up front tonight as well. Nyland, is it Conser? House, Mings, Target, McGinn, Louise, Grealish, El Ghazi, Samatta, and Trezeguet. With the bench, Reina, Taylor, El Mohammadi, Nakamba, Houlihan, Vasalev, I want to say, Jota, Baston, and Davis. Yeah, no change up for Newcastle. I don't know if it's a different lineup for Aston Villa. Of course, Newcastle play a lot of wing backs, don't they? But they're saying that tonight they're going to go 4-4-1-1, and they've gone 4-3-3 tonight, Aston Villa. So, you know, they're going all out attack tonight. Definitely not holding back this night. They definitely need the 3 points up from somewhere. Just check the stream one more time to double check this mic sounds how I want it to sound. Just check the stream one more time to double check this mic sounds how I want it to sound. It doesn't actually sound how I wanted it to sound. Like, I'm expecting even my camera to be spot on, and even that's not really HD webcam or HD Pro webcam. I don't know which is the difference. Okay, sorry people, the stream's going so wrong early on for me. What the heck? Yeah, so the Pro webcam on, and the audio should be my new mic. Don't want the HD, I definitely don't want the laptop. I need that one. Okay, that's how it should be. I'll explain everything in a minute, Matty. Trust me, I'm just trying to sort this out quick. This isn't. I'll explain everything in a minute, Matty. Trust me, I'm just trying to sort this out quick. Hello, hello. I want to see if it's working. Hello, hello. Alright, so it is working, which is very, very quiet. Like I said, it's brand new. It's a brand new little machine that I've got, brand new little mic. Girlfriend has gone with 4-1 Newcastle. Okay. This is a pretty good little space I've got going on here, though. So let's read through some comments. Even in Jack Hunter, all right, mate. How come you decide to watch all the Newcastle games? Don't know. Don't know, really. I do know. Girlfriend's a Newcastle fan. But it's not even that. It's the fact of, I looked at the fixtures tonight. I'll be honest. I did look at the fixtures. To be fair, I only made the stream at like 20 past 2 because, of course, I've been in the garden out with my dad and whatnot. And I thought to myself, which game looks more appetising for me? Now, when I watch a football game, I like to watch a game that I can sort of talk about, have some sort of real talk towards it, things that I know going on at that football club, etc. And I looked at Newcastle versus Villa. For Villa trying to fight a relegation battle. Newcastle are trying to push for 10th. They keep trying to sit and go to Europe. But, they keep trying to push for 10th. So that's what I looked at. I thought Man United, Sheffield United might be a decent game, but it just doesn't really appetise me that much. I'll be honest with you. So, yeah, man, I thought about the subscribers, not about the views. So there you go, big difference. I'm making congrats on Warnock. But so buzzing with him. I really am buzzing with Warnock. What an appointment that is. Fair play to Woody. And listen, I do wish him all the best. I really, really do. But I'm absolutely over the moon with Warnock. Come on, you Villa boys and Paul Merson, Villa legend. There you go. You see, I thought about the Aston Villa fans as well. So you got your lads involved. Would have been good to see her reaction. Yeah, man, she likes to watch the game. I'll be honest with you. She likes to watch the match. She doesn't really like to sort of talk about like I do. She likes to sit there and watch it. As she gets a bit into it, you know what I mean? She gets a little bit annoyed with Newcastle out winning, so there you go. Vision, Dom, by the way, he said up the mags. Keane's put Villa score. 0-0, if you want to know the score is. So, Paul Mercer, Villa Legends, put 2-1, the double over Bruce. Oh, of course, yes, with the caution. He beat them at Villa Park this year. Really hope it isn't too late. I don't think it's going to be too late with the whole appointment of Warnock. I think it's a brilliant bit of news from us personally. And, I'm very, very happy with it. I really, really am happy with that appointment. I can't lie to you. Dylan's put his comment about Aston Villa now. So, people be a bit respectful. We do have an Aston Villa fan watching. Listen, he always gets behind the borough as well. So, you know what I mean. Come on, you Villa from Bobby. And I'm watching Man United versus Sheffield United. I'll give you updates if you wanted. Yes, Jack, much appreciated. Say Maximus ran through the middle of Aston Villa's team. Has been taken down. Of course, he's wearing his Gucci headband again. Really smart from Gibson. Really smart from him. Really, really happy. St. Maximin has just got an inform on FIFA tonight, I believe. 97 pace, people. Jump at the pace. 97 pace for his card. If you pack it, you do all right, won't you? I think I've got the 90 rated Salah in my team. I think his card was an 86. I thought it'd be a bit higher up, but 86 rated is what it's going to be. And I'd say, listen, the banners are back. Of course, if you want to send a chat donation to, into the channel, you can do so by hitting the S button. You can also join the channel now and be a member by hitting the join button down below right next to the subscriber button. But 19 people are watching us. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, yesterday I had a day off. I was so tired yesterday. 8 hours sleep over the course of 2 days is not good for a human's body. And it certainly wasn't good for me. So, health has to come first, people. And that's why there was no stream last night. There is tonight. So here we are. And, of course, this weekend, FA Cup weekend, of course, I'm covering the FA Cup games. And the chances are it's going to be Newcastle again versus Man City, just because it is a big game. So Man City are playing, so it is a big game. He knows what he's doing. Warnock's spot on. Yeah, man, he's wicked. He's a pretty football of Warnock and hands off Hoylett. Apparently, he wants to bring in a defender. I can't think of where he's from now. But he said he wanted to bring in a defender. I don't think he's from Cardiff. It might be from Cardiff. Oh, yeah, he is. I think he's a Cardiff midfielder, isn't he? Gunter. That's him. Gunter. Any good Cardiff fans out there? Wants to bring in Gunter, he said. And I'm over the moon with it. But like I say, people that have joined us for the game tonight, 24 people watching. Big up yourself. 5 minutes in, Manquillo's kicking off to the linesman about a decision on the right-hand side. I think there should be a Newcastle bottle. There is Dean Smith absolutely booting off in his shorts and t-shirt. And apparently today, but actually this isn't apparent, it was actually official. John Terry was cycling down South Shields today, people. There you go. So, John Terry going out for his afternoon bike ride throughout South Shields. And also, you can hear the cars on the main road to my left-hand side. I cannot sit here with the window shut. It's the hottest day of the year. It's a heat wave all week. It's 32 degrees. I'm absolutely boiling. So there's no chance in this planet that window's being shut during this stream. No chance. No, we don't need Chris Gunter. We have Spence. Very true. What else are people saying? We don't we need a striker. We haven't had a striker who scored 23 for years. Oh, Bollingford! And Aston Villa have a great chance. I was just reading down the comment section, but it's a fantastic chance. I should really talk to this mic here and talk to you people out there. But it's a great ball in from the right-hand side. A really, really good cross. Went over top of every single player inside the middle, and he got kicked over the top of the bar by Trezeguet, I want to say that is. If he gets that and targeting into a corner, it's going to be 1-0 Aston Villa. A very, very good chance for Aston Villa there to take the lead. They're very, very unlucky there as well. So, good chance. Good chance indeed. Very, very good chance. I do agree with you there, though. We do need a top striker. Although I have just changed my YouTube profile picture from me and Woodgate to me and Ashley Fletcher. So, there you go. Weather has been superb. It's been good. I've got some gardening done today. My dad and a few other family members, but not going to be inside the room trying to do a stream, and your room's been boiling all day. I need to invest in a fan. Send in the chat donations. Cardiff reserves. Hoylett follows Warnock. Please don't sign him from us. He's a Cardiff legend. I like Hoylett. I like him, man. And listen, if he came to Borough, I'd be very, very happy. 1-0 United, Martial. So there you go, Man United already 1-0 up. And I thought they absolutely run through Sheffield United. And they seem to have lost their spark a little bit, would you not say? I mean, I know they've had 3 away games on the bounce now. But, they're trying to push for this European spot. And I personally think, this whole time, they could have done with their fans. I'm not gonna lie to you. But Aston Villa have started relatively bright in this game, really, against Newcastle. Fernandes has booted it out for a corner ball from Samatta. And a good friend of mine grew up with Samatta, who plays for Aston Villa. So there you go. Actually from Tanzania. So there you have it. Set up the season. Yeah, Fletcher's done well. But listen, Aston Villa have a corner here. Right-hand side. There's actually stewards inside the stands of Newcastle. Which I don't get because, of course, no fans allowed. John McGinn's on this one. Grealish is kicking off to him about something. Ball comes in then. Front post not done. So Maximin's there and he boots it away, but there's nobody on the edge of the centre circle there for Newcastle. Arsenal struggling big time. There's a lot of likes going in here. I'm not too sure how many likes we've got. There we go. Steve Agnew went to Newcastle with Steve Bruce, I believe, from Sheffield Wednesday. I believe he follows him everywhere. Don't know why. Steve Agnew went to Newcastle with Steve Bruce, I believe, from Sheffield Wednesday. I believe he follows him everywhere. There we go. I don't know if I need this thing on. Is it more powerful without it? I don't know. This thing here, does anybody actually tell me what this thing does on a mic? What does this particular thing do to this? Does it make it sound better? Because what does that actually do? I don't actually know. If anybody does know, let me know inside the comment section. I just don't really know what its job is. Like, I see it sat there, and I was not bring it into picture, but I can't. So yeah, I don't really know what it does. If anybody does know what it does, let me know. I actually tried to read the instructions, and they never told me. United all over Sheffield. I haven't got out there on half. There you go, you see. And they look a different gravy, man. Even against Tottenham, I thought they played very, very well. This is when Agnew, though. I mean, yeah. Listen, he followed Steve Bruce everywhere, doesn't he? Keane really does not like Aston Villa. I mean, does Wolves and do Wolves have like the same sort of hatred towards Villa, like Wolves and Walsall, or is it just primarily Birmingham and Aston Villa? All right, James, how's it going, mate? Hope you're all right. As we say, it is 0-0 here. It's absolutely boiling in England. I wish it would rain just so I can get a bit more cooler. I'm not going to lie. But, Aston Villa have probably started off the brighter team here. I'm not going to lie to you when I say that. 10 minutes in, John Terry's cycling down South Shields. Must have really had an impact because these lads look a bit more fresh, I want to say, than what they did against Chelsea. Although against Chelsea, well, Villa played okay. They just got kind of found out, didn't they? Chelsea brought all them sort of substitutions on. Dean Smith didn't really have anyone. And I'm not going to be honest with you, Newcastle, right now, they sort of look there for the taking. They're sort of all over the place. I say, is it 3 games in 4 days for Newcastle? 1 eye in the FA Cup game at the weekend. Well, up the Villa there. Got another Villa fan in now. Cheers for joining, fella. And as we say, people, we've finally hit it, man. 2.8k has been achieved. It's a massive, massive achievement shown by everybody here. So thank you all so much for the support. It's absolutely outstanding support once again from everybody. And of course, I was messaging my barber this morning. I had a barber. I'm sure it's another haircut since March. So next Saturday, your boy A.J.T. is getting a trim. And oh my goodness me, I cannot wait to get my haircut. I'm absolutely buzzing, trust me. This thing on top of my head is making me so warm. And I cannot wait to get it cut. I really can't. Happy days. What's going on around me here? Newcastle got the back then. Jamal Lascelles plays it back into Martin Dubravka. King Swift brings in a lot of Newcastle looking emblems to the chat. And look, listen, people, if you join the 199T on the A.J.T YouTube channel, you will get your own customized A.J.T stickers to obviously show throughout the stream. So have a little look down below, tap the join button, look at the tiers, and if one of them interests you, join the channel as a member. Feel free. And as soon as you do join as a member, I've left a little personal message on my community page just for my members only. So, as soon as, you do join, you'll see that message and welcome. Leighton has said up the time. Fair play, fella. Everybody knows how I feel about going to Newcastle, the city. Of course, I've got a girlfriend that lives there. I see her in about 2 weeks. Another exciting thing to look forward to. That'll be 4.5 months. So I'm looking forward to that one. But listen, we're here for the match, aren't we? Newcastle versus Aston Villa. At the minute, it's 0-0. They've just stopped in play. The player's down. Lascelles trying to give some instruction to Alan St-Maximin, who surprisingly is very, very young, Alan St-Maximin. He's only something like 22, 23. But he's already growing into this fantastic player inside the Premier League, isn't he, Alan St-Maximin? And I do think, come maybe July, August time, or whenever the transfer window does open, he could go to a top 6 team. I think he's good enough. Him and Traore. Woodgate finally been sacked. I think it's about time, wasn't it? I tried to stand by him for as long as I could. But I think it's about time Woodgate went. What score am I going for? I never actually gave a prediction, did I? Oh my goodness me. Villa with another ball in. Smack with the header. I thought it was going to be Aston Villa corner. It's a great ball in there. And obviously, Samata met it. Just one back though, because I thought it would have been a corner to Aston Villa. Ball came in from Samata header. From Lascelles. Lascelles heads it off sort of the back of him. Oh no, yeah, it was definitely Aston Villa. An Aston Villa ball. Aston Villa, the Newcastle ball. Very, very close from Aston Villa, who've started off the brighter team here. They really have. Gabriel's platoon 2. And looking at this so far, you probably fancy Aston Villa. I might go for a cheeky 1-0 to Villa. Or a 1-0 to Newcastle. A 1-0 either way I'll go for. Because Newcastle can normally turn it on in the last sort of 20 minutes of a game and win the game. Do you know what I mean? Watching them this season, just on Sky and whatnot, it's, they look a very, very different team to what they normally do. Rashford just missed an absolute City United's game. Looks like there's going to be goals in this match. Fair play. I was interested in this one more so because, Villa aren't on that relegation spot. Will they go down? Will they stay up? That's a big question. Oh, Jordan gives away a foul there. Who's been a better team? Aston Villa. I think Newcastle fans probably argue and say they haven't been, but me personally, I think Villa looked a lot brighter. They look a lot more sort of calmer inside of possession. Newcastle can't really get the ball back. So yeah. Movie cards will be very interesting now. Yeah, it will be very, very interesting, Darren. I mean, now that we've obviously got the new manager in the door, I'm very, very happy with him. I'm absolutely over the moon. I don't have a clue why if my stream is actually buffering a little bit here. Kind of doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. I'm just going to try and get rid of a few things. My recycling bin to see if it eases out the stream a little bit. I should still be on the camera though, so don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. 0-0. Aston Villa, Newcastle. 55% possession to Newcastle at the minute, but I personally wouldn't have said that, to be quite honest. Dubravka with the goal kick. Joe Linton challenges but loses out to the battle. Miguel Almiron. Oh, cleared by Tyrone Mings. And then goes Jamal Lascelles to the big header and back from Tyrone Mings. Ball is up in the air in a minute. The Super Jack Grealish is a Villa fan's known Maz. Bit of a wasting play there. It's a little bit of a scrappy play. They're very, very tight at the back here. And here comes Newcastle on the counter attack. Oh. Free kick, Newcastle's way. What's going on my stream? Why am I all over the place? Has this ever happened the other night? My stream's absolutely all over the place. Don't know why. I have no idea why enough this is even happening now. Nothing's working at the minute. Honestly, if there's a goal, I'm going to be fuming because my stream looks to me like it's all over. So I'll go on my phone and check it a second. What's going on? Is that it? Am I jumping all over? I don't know what's going on, Matty. This is so weird. It is jumping everywhere. What's happening here? What's going on with my stream? I did this the other night as well, remember? My internet's fine, but why is my stream jumping everywhere? What's going on with my stream? I did this the other night as well, remember? My internet's fine, but why is my stream jumping everywhere? What's going on with my stream? I did this the other night as well, remember? Yeah, I'm here. I am here, by the way. I'm not gone anywhere. Still 16 people watching me, which obviously I appreciate. I just don't know what's happening. It's seeing why jumping everywhere. Oh, this is so annoying, man. Oh my days, come on now. What's going on? Still saying I've got stuff on here which I haven't. What the heck? It's all over. I can't do anything. Oh, this is so annoying. I don't have a clue. Let's just do the stream and get through it because I don't know what's going on here. I don't actually have a clue. I just don't really know what's going on. Is it jumping everywhere? What's happening with this? Hopefully it's not jumping everywhere. Let's get back to comments. 4-1 becoming a brother boss. Very, very happy with it, yeah. Over the moon with it to in actual fact. Oh, this is a nightmare. I don't know what's happened. It's absolutely jumping all over the place. Matty, I'm still here. Don't worry, I am still here. I don't know how well you can hear me. To why my computer just started jumping everywhere. I do find that very, very strange and very, very weird. Not to Sheffield United since I've come back. I just think maybe their fans did push them along the line, mate. You know what I mean? Like a lot of teams sort of. Okay, still hear me. So it ain't a major problem. As long as you can still see me and stuff. I just want to know why it's weird. You know what I mean? Like a lot of teams sort of. Okay. Like I say, you know, my connection, my internet is spot on. That's running nice and smooth. There's no real problem with that. So hopefully it's going to be, after looking to it, maybe after the stream, the stream obviously lasts, which we hope it does. No worries, man. Villa are going to score, I'm telling you now, man. Villa are absolutely battered these. 20 minutes in, Aston Villa have been a much brighter team. When's the drinks break? About 25 minutes in, is it? But at the moment, Villa won't want a drinks break. You know, they've been absolutely all over this team. How's Newcastle doing, King Swift? You're getting battered, mate, and I'm not even being an idiot when I say that. I'm not trying to be a nasty guy or whatever. Newcastle have not looked the same team that they looked the other day. They look very, very slow to the ball. No real ideas at the minute. Held back defending. Here comes Miggy Almer on. She's want a bit of pace, though. Over to Allen. And Allen just... Nah, do you know what? They don't look like the same team on the counter-attack. They can't seem to get many going. Don't need him, Dominic Matty Grove says. Yeah, I mean, Gunter is Gunter. I mean, I don't know how good he is, to be honest with you. If he was that good, I'm sure people would rave about him, wouldn't they? So, nah, I don't know. But I'm just hoping that Warnock obviously gets a contract after these last 8 games. I really, really do. And, you know, he drove 6.5 hours last night to come and, you know, be the stand-in brother manager for the last 8 games. I mean, that doesn't tell you something about a manager's dedication to a job. But he's never ever managed the team, never really had any sort of involvement with Middlesbrough. And yet he says, you know what? Last night I drove 6.5 hours at the age of 71 to come and keep Middlesbrough up. That tells me a lot about a manager. I'll be quite honest with you. And that for me just earns respect. Straight off the bat, that's just respectful. To drive from the bottom of the country in Cornwall to near the top of it, or should I say to the northeast of it, 6.5 hours just to come and manage a team for 8 games. That tells me a lot about a manager, if I'm being completely honest with you. Jack Grace has been taken out there. Got a bit of a limp on now. I reckon if we stay at Warnock stays. Well, listen, if we go down, then I'd still have him in charge. Why wouldn't I? You know, he's a fantastic manager, and I don't think after 8 games it'd be fair to say, oh, he's rubbish. But he's not rubbish. He's brilliant. But it's all about giving him time and you know, giving that contract. He will get us up eventually. That's if we put trust in him and give him a bit of a backing. And you know what I mean, see what happened. But here we go with a free kick for Aston Villa. Al Ghazi just straight at the wall. Disappointing. What did you expect the score to be at the start? I fancied a Newcastle 3-1 win. I thought it would be a comfortable night for them, given how Aston Villa have been in the last couple of games. I did think maybe Newcastle could take the win in this one. But, so far, Aston Villa have been brilliant. Now there's a drinks break, which I don't like. I mean, listen, I get it's red hot and it is the hottest day of the year, and I understand that. But these players truly sit there and go, look, I need a drinks break. I don't know. I think it kind of ruins the tempo a little bit somehow. So drinks break now for the players. Nobody's really rushing over for a drink either. Look, everyone's just sort of taking the time and proceeding over there. But it's 0-0. Aston Villa definitely the better team in the first 25 minutes. And, of course, on Thursday, what should I say tomorrow, Chelsea versus Manchester City will be the game I am covering. That's a huge game. Man City still believe they can win the league. And I tell you right now, top of that Middleburn stand right there, just above the tunnel, unbelievable how high up you are. You can see Sunderland Stadium. I believe you can see Sunderland Stadium from the top of that stand. I'm not lying. Like on a clear day like today, you'll be able to see it, and that's not even a joke. I would have him if he went down 100%. I just don't think he'd stay for League One. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just a bit gutted that my stream is jumping all over the place. It's saying I've got some app that I don't actually own. And it's saying that's just slowing me down a little bit. It's really quite annoying because I can't actually do anything to my laptop at the moment. Of course, I'm still on the screen. I'm trying to clear some space so I can hopefully get the stream to run a bit more smoother than what it is. And it is a bit annoying that it is jumping all over the place. Because, of course, the other night it was sweet. It wasn't jumping. It was okay. Just have a little look for this storage space on my laptop quickly. I am still here, though. Don't worry. I'm still here. It's stressing me out a little bit. The fact that I can't quite get this to go right. If I'm being completely honest with you. Last thing I want to do is obviously cancel the stream. It's just a little bit jumpy, isn't it? Like right now, look, it's smooth, it's running smooth, but every now and again it jumps. And I don't know if that affects the stream in a bad way. You guys know, right? Even when I'm streaming, I whinge about everything because I just want it to go so smooth and be altered. If it is running smooth and you can see me clearly and hear me clearly, just let me know down below inside the comment section. The club, even though he's been sacked. I heard that, and I heard he hasn't been there, and I heard he's still there. So for me personally, just missed it. I think Mickey Armour on now. He's going to try and find a man. Finds Danny Rose, who again, Newcastle fans not been very happy with him performance-wise. So he's been a bit poor. Of course, he's just getting game time, isn't he? Trying to get his game time in, trying to push back into the Tottenham squad. Ball through. Unlucky. There's Jack Grealish. Oh, it's matters beating Lascelles. Could have a little turn away from him. He's trying to find his man now, though. Oh, it's a great ball over Trezeguet. On the edge of the Newcastle penalty area. It's a big chance here for Aston Villa to get this work properly. In goes Jack Grealish. Jamal Lascelles there. He's inside the penalty area for Aston Villa on the left-hand side. Got a man with him. Still a man with him. Puts the ball across. Begin. Oh. Just over the top of the crossbar. Brilliant chance for Aston Villa. Really nice attack as well. And it's headed just over the crossbar by John McGinn. What people saying? What's your prediction for the Liverpool game? I kind of feel like Palace. I don't know why I fancy Palace in that game. But I do fancy Palace a bit in that game. I don't know why. I guess I just do. And, I mean, Mane is better than Salah. Let's have it right. Mane is an outstanding footballer. I think Liverpool will win probably about 4-0. I just don't know why I never fancied Palace. And also, if the stream is lagging a little bit, if you have the little settings button on your screen, you can just lower the sort of quality, and then from then, like, the stream should just run out smooth for you. Even though it's jumpy for me, it should be okay for you. If, like, say if the latency's dropped a little bit, it should be perfectly fine. Which is what I may need to do. I may have to drop the latency of this stream. I don't really want to, but I may have to, just to make sure that it's running okay and not jumping as much. Standard definition is what it's in right now, the 480p, which isn't actually great. I totally put in low definition because then it affects the stream bad. Why has my camera gone off then? Don't know if it's still lagging now. Whoa, I am mega close. I'm not having that. Look how close I am now. That's weird. That is so strange. I'm so close to that camera. I'm trying to get it so it's a comfortable sort of pace. Okay, we're back on, but we're not back on because my camera's completely gone. The pixels. We'll have to sit in standard definition, people. I'm sorry if this is causing you any disruption. I'm just trying to get it so it's perfect. So it stops the sort of jumping around. But it should be fine. We'll have to just go with it and just look at it after the stream. But that's all I can do. Hello, Matthew. Again, what do you think Borough will try and play keep wide? I think it'd be a much organised sort of lineup, but I think it'll still be a bit like the Tony Pulis era, born in football, but at the same time, you take born in football, it means stay inside the division. It's most likely to get relegated out Bournemouth, Villa, and West Ham. West Ham? Crazy, but yeah, I think West Ham. Bet you Warnock one. Hopefully. Junior Highland might do alright in the Borough team. Let's have Hampton to beat Arsenal tomorrow. Ooh. Arsenal need a win. Alright, let's not forget that Arsenal need a win. But yeah, I mean, listen, that could happen. Which makes me a Borough v Stoke. I'm going to go with a cheeky. I'm going to put it out there 2-0 Borough. Don't know why, but I fancy a 2-0 Borough. Don't ask me. I don't actually know why I fancy a 2-0 Borough, but that's just what I fancy. I just restart, mate. Oh, what? You restart the stream? Are you mad, Matty boy? Hopefully not. Please don't tell me you're a Villa fan. I am not a Villa fan. Look behind me. I am far from a Villa fan. I just sit here and I commentate and stream out football matches to talk to you people out there. You know, people that can't obviously see the football. I sit here and sort of give you an option to hear updates, have a chat with me, send me questions, send in chat donations, become a member of the channel. You know, I give you all that sort of access towards the channel. And of course, you know, if there is ever a goal, I always bring the goal to people. And obviously, when I look over here, I'm watching TV, and I look down here, I'm looking at myself, and I look over here, I'm looking at the comments. So there you go. There's a little bit of my insight. Maybe somewhere along the line, I can maybe say, oh, look, this is what I do. And I can maybe show you my whole setup. My laptop is on a chair, and my microphone is on a set of drawers with my clothes in. So there's your perfect YouTube setup. Not really that much of a setup, but, you know, I'm still paying for it, so don't worry. And I say maximum right-hand side. Chance. Oh, good chance, really, until you get a tackle on him. Richie closed down. A lot of power in that shot. Richie's a good player. And I say maximum puts a low crossing. He's never going to get past Tyrone Mings. The new one, I hate hoofball. I do hate the hoofball game, but listen, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, isn't it? Anything to keep us up inside this division, I'm not bothered how. I don't even care what it is, as long as it keeps us up. And listen, right, people, all my social medias are literally on the screen right now. Pause the video, go and drop me some follows, and try and get my Instagram to 2,000 followers. At the minute, I think we're on 1,300, and it'd be really, really nice to get a few new followers across the line. So go and follow me on all my social media platforms. You know, link is literally on the screen. I don't know if it's inside the description or it should be. But yeah, literally my links are on the screen right now. So go and check me out, man, on my Twitter. My TikTok's popping every single day. So there you go. Who would you like to have as Ayala's replacement? Makudi. I'll probably sign him long term if we could do. I'd bring him over from France and have him in the Borough team permanently. Personally, that's just something I would like to see happen. I'm an old guy to it. Puts the ball across. Nice ball again. Cleared. He's a really good player at putting the ball in the box. Mohamed El Ghazi. You know what I mean? Not afraid to go with his man. Very, very good player. And so far we're 0-0. It's been a bit of a slow burn, you know. That's what I'm saying about that whole drinks break situation. You know what I mean? Like the players have this sort of drinks break, but it kills the team's tempo and momentum, I often feel. That's how I often see it. And yeah, I just don't know if I agree with the whole. Listen, I get it's hot and I get it's warm, but at the end of the day, it's like I think it does kill momentum a little bit. But that's just my own opinion on it. Jack Grealish is dropped. Is that John McGinn actually? Yeah, John McGinn. And Villa are slowly creeping forward. Now just come over the halfway line of the ball. Oh, that's John McGinn. Yeah, I thought it was Jack Grealish who was on the ball a minute ago. They set up well, but you know, they're straight at you as well, which is often good. Do you think we'll see an instant improvement on Saturday? I really hope we do. I hope we see a massive improvement on Saturday. You know, looking at the training pitches, literally Warnock got there yesterday, straight on the training pitch with all the players. And, you know, the players seemed to enjoy it. They were laughing. They were having a good time. Hopefully, they go out there and shows an impact. You know, the new sort of trend, or should I say the trend that's always been, the team gets a brand new manager, plays out the skin to try and impress. So, hopefully we see a win on Saturday and a bit more improvement. Well, is Ayala going to get a fresh start from? I mean, Warnock can have no impact on whatever the club have said. If the club have told Daniel to stay away from the training ground, then that stays. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess he might be a bit gutted now because he might have thought to himself, well, actually, you know, I didn't like Woodgate, but maybe I would like to see what happened underneath Warnock. You sort of don't get the option. Do you know what I mean? You're sort of going to leave at the end of the season, and that's going to be you. So it's a real shame for him, really. I'll say Maximin again. They'll try and create something. Just ran into the right-hand side channel. Nobody there for him. Though. You know, it was a good little teasing ball over. Richie put his thumb up to him, said, oh, fair play, good ball over. But it was very, very unlucky for Alisson Maximin. He's actually switched over now. He's actually gone to the right-hand side. He was on the left-hand side. He's actually switched with Richie. So there we go. We're away at Stoke on Saturday. Tough game. Really sort of tough game. But, you know, we'll see what happens, people. See what happens. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic for it. A 2-0 win. I'm optimistic for it, but if it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a great pot here. NEWCASTLE are in, Joelinton. He's going to finish it surely now. Oh, what a save from Tyrone Mings. Absolutely unbelievable defending there by Tyrone Mings. Aston Villa fell asleep at the back. Tyrone Mings and Joelinton. Joelinton actually beat him. Then, like I said, Tyrone Mings literally got an outstretched leg to it. It was absolutely unbelievable, that though, to be fair, from Tyrone Mings. And it goes out for the Villa corner. For the Newcastle corner. Unbelievable from Tyrone Mings. I really thought Joelinton was going to bury that chance. It was an excellent chance for him. He would have scored it. Very, very good play from Tyrone Mings at the back. Ball goes in then. Ball just drops down the penalty area and a bit of scrambles, but it's cleared. Out as far as Richie. We're approaching the 40th minute mark. Richie might think one back in. He does. It's clear, although nobody was there. And something's happening now with the referee. I think he's going to give a foul. Per se. Warnock will give us 3 points if you're safe. We need them. He still loves Cardiff. We'll see. Darren, we're not friends with that hour and a half fella. Whilst our teams play, we're not friends, so we'll see what happens. Which I was there Saturday, hopefully we'll come out on top. Been to Stoke once, we drew 0-0. Jordan Hugill missed an absolute sitter. I'll never forget it. It was maybe like 1,000, probably under 1,000 Butter fans there. So yeah, that's where I went to. Oh my days, music. Newcastle, I want to say more than what I do Sunderland. I hate Sunderland. I mean, listen, they're both falling inside the same bracket, but yeah, 100% Sunderland. I can't stand them, man. No, not even talking about them gets me annoyed. Yeah, man, I don't like them one little bit. Irrelevant. I really, no, I don't like them in the slightest. Trust me, I don't like them in the slightest. 6 minutes from half time, then. Well, 5.5 minutes, really, from half time. Aston Villa, Newcastle 0. Newcastle been a very, very slow burner inside this first half, and Aston Villa looked a better team. You know, before that sort of drink spray after the first 25 minutes, Villa on the ball, played a lot better than football than what Newcastle have. And, yeah, I mean, but, you know, it's just an interesting sort of aspect on this game now. You know, since that drinks break, Newcastle are sort of climbing on top a little bit. And I guess it's good in that respect of, say if you're on fire, first 25, you know what I mean? It'd be good to get a goal inside that first 25 minutes. Who's that? Number 7, how old's him up? Oh, the Bradford's got it from across. It was a night game, Pew's got the lineup all wrong. Shock. Yeah, Hugo up front. One up front all game. I remember James McLean. I remember it kicked off after James McLean didn't do certain things that maybe he was supposed to do. And of course, you know, in that week, you know, he made his comments, and you know, particular Butter fans didn't like his comments, and it kicked off in the stands, and that's because, you know, certain things had happened, and Butter fans weren't happy with certain comments made about certain points that week, so they got a little bit sour after the game. Louise for Aston Villa's done okay, hasn't he, inside the middle? Not played too much of a bad game there. You know, listen, I had 10 consistent viewers. I seen Fogden earlier, and I was talking about Fogden, wasn't I? In my previous stream, and I was talking about, you know, how much he's put sort of football vlogging on the map of YouTube. He had literally had over 1,000 people watching his live stream. Mental numbers, but that guy literally just rakes in the subs. I think he's on about 236k now. Yeah, man, Fogden has absolutely, like, smashed it. Like, full-on smashed it. He's known, like, throughout Britain, isn't he, really? Probably most of the world now as well. Fogden is a 6-6 streamer, like. You have a drink on the boiling here. He's got 2k watching. He's smashing it, man. Whew. Much needed. He's a fantastic vlogger and YouTuber. He's Fogden. I'm just going to sit back a little bit and watch this one. Newcastle have been a bit slow, you know, to get going, especially in this game. You know, Aston Villa been a lot more on top. Long ball over. Doesn't really go to anyone. Newcastle are going to get the ball back now for a throw-in. Near side touchline to the Aston Villa goal. And Aston Villa, for me, really, I have a lot of respect for that team. You know, I was going to say club. Fantastic stadium. You know, what an away day that is, Aston Villa. Huge stands all around Villa Park. Fans are absolutely unbelievable as well. So, you know, I've always liked Aston Villa. Jamal Lascelles goes and field into Miggy Armour on. Back down and St. Maximin. Nice little turn on him. Ooh. Out to Joe Linton. Richie. It's one. Nyland has to parry it, and he still hasn't got it. And Joe Linton's got it back now. On the 6-yard area. He's knocked it back, but he's kind of passed it a bit far out from the penalty area. And that's Alan St. Maximin. Got a lot of men round him now. He has to try and figure out his next sort of move. Manquillo. Whew. Good chance. Really good chance. Probably the best chance for Newcastle so far in this game. Matt Ritchie, you know, with a long shot. Tested Nyland. You know what I mean? Made him work a little bit there. Made him work a lot. Ritchie's got it back on his right-hand side. He's going to try and put a ball in the box, I reckon. Gonna win a free kick though. Target takes him out. Man United 2-0. Martial again. Wow. I've been so impressed with Man United. They're playing so well. Sheffield have sat back. And that's the thing. Sit back against Man United. You got to be punished. You got to give them sort of guys, you got to give them a game. Had a chance to sign Brits while at Cardiff. He didn't fancy him. Then he's got him now. This is all smiles and training between him and Brits. So who knows? There you go. See goal flash. Man United 2. Sheffield United 0. And I think Richie's just trying to look for a maybe he's taking an attempt on here. He's like right hand side of the penalty area. Jamal Lascelles is kicking off with Aston Villa midfielder there. I'm trying to think of who it is. Louise. So now Lascelles is checking. He said, look, check for a penalty. I've been hit in the face apparently. Apparently he's been hit in the face, Jamal Lascelles, and he really wants to check on VAR. He's not happy, to be fair. Listen, I think they're going to check for a penalty here on the VAR. They're waiting for the free kick to be played in. Louise apparently hit Lascelles in the face. Lascelles then said, check the VAR. And I think exactly what they're doing. I think they are checking this for a possible penalty for Newcastle. We're in about 45 minutes now. And like I say, they're checking it for violent conduct in the box. No red card, no violent contact apparently. But it's going to be a yellow card to someone here. I don't know who that's to. A yellow card's been shown for violent conduct. I don't know who that's to though. This game is so confusing. Ball goes in. I clear out for a corner, but apparently there's been a yellow card shown to Louise. Then there's no penalty. But if he's hit Lascelles and got a yellow card, I wonder if you're not going to give a penalty for it. It's in the penalty area. And that's what I'm saying. See, what's the yellow card for? Lascelles obviously being hit by Louise, he's saying, and then he gave him a yellow card, but I don't know who the yellow card's gone to. That was a weird infringement, wasn't it? Samatta heads out for a corner. That was so weird. I don't think anybody even knew what was going on there. It was just like a yellow card's been handed out to someone. The TV doesn't know who's been handed out to because, obviously we have the commentary down. But Lascelles wanted to check it, obviously. I mean, I don't know if he gets it for obviously wasting a bit of time. Shelby with the volley. Say Maximin. Oh my days, missed the header. And now we can counter attack. And Villa have got a lot of men up here. Louise. Ball across. They're going to go nowhere, but here comes Samatta though. Good tackle, Isaac in. Real hostile atmosphere at Villa. Yeah, listen, they do get up against. It's half time then. Newcastle 0, Aston Villa 0. And the end of the half was a very, very weird yellow card got handed out. We don't know quite who that was to. We know there was a yellow card handed out. Who to, we probably will never know because I'm my commentary down, so I don't know who that was to. But, yeah, strange. It was very, very strange. I'll be honest with you. I didn't quite get it myself. I just thought it was a bit weird. If you're going to give someone a yellow card inside a penalty area and then not give the penalty, that's like going to a chip shop, ordering a bag of chips, and then not even collecting the chips, just walking out without your food that you paid for. Very, very strange. Very, very strange little movement in the first half there. I'm going to have to change this banner now to obviously half-time. But yeah, we had a weird old half there, people. Very, very strange half. There we go. Half-time. Half-time 0-0. What did you make the first half? Let me know in the comment section. We've had plenty of viewers in today. It's been absolutely fantastic. My phone is constantly pinging away. Just asking about the yellow card. Look at Ollie on tour. Guys, I have news from the channel. Just hit 100 subs. Congratulations. Great analogy. I'd leave the chips too. Tom, listen, mate. I'm on a diet, fella, so I would definitely join you there and say I'd leave the chips as well. But it's a good logic to sort of learn from there. You can't go giving someone a yellow card and then not following through with the incident, which would be the penalty would be given. Very, very strange. Best side, by far the better side there from Paul Merson, Villa legend. Villa should be ahead. They should be. I'll be honest with you. I thought first 25 minutes, all Villa. Some great chances in there. Great bit to play. I think El Ghazi's been very, very good on the wing. Putting the balls in the box. Samatta has done okay. Grealish has been a bit quiet for me. McGinn obviously doing his dirty work out of midfield. Mings, unbelievable. Tyrone Mings, I think, is a fantastic player. As for Newcastle, no one really has shined for them, has they? In that first half, I mean, Jordan's made a bit of runs here and there. But again, there's nobody you can sit there and say, well, Newcastle did this, that, and the other, because they didn't do this, that, and the other. If anything, Villa were the better team, and they should rightfully be in front going into the break. But you know what I mean? This is football at the end of the day, and that's how it goes. I just want to ask you, Man United 2-0. Yeah. Listen, I wanted to do this one, because main reason to do this sort of game was that I have a lot of Villa fans on the channel. I do have a lot of Newcastle as well, and I thought, well, if that's my main sort of aspect of the channel, then that's who I'll definitely do stuff for. Yeah, Ming's slide and tackle was unreal. Like, Joe Linton was definitely putting that on target. I'm not saying he would have scored, because of course, he doesn't always score great goals, but Tyrone Mings was spot on. Absolutely spot on there. You know what I mean? Sunderland until I die. Look, he's now getting advertised on TV. Unlucky lads there. Unlucky. Must be a horrible life down there in League One. Should we check the subscriber count? We've gone up some more. And cheers for watching out the last video, people. 1,000 views on the last video, which is more than decent. 16 likes, 2 dislikes. A few salty people watching this stream, isn't it? Pogba been playing well for Man United tonight, has he? That's decent, man. He's a good player, Paul Pogba. I was about to do something there. I went to my channel. I was going to do something then. My last video, okay, the one yesterday for Warnock coming in as a Borough manager, I asked for 30 likes, and we got 52. So if we can get 52 likes on 1,000 viewed Warnock video, I'm sure we can get 40 views. I thought I should say 40 likes on this one. What is it now? 15, 16 likes on this one, 16 likes on this one. Maybe we'll get to 40. Listen, if you haven't liked the video yet, all you got to do is simply press that little blue button with the thumbs up. And listen, drop a thumbs up on the video. Much appreciated, as always. Look back to some of the Villa chances here. Villa definitely had some good chances in that first half. He could have been in front. How would Dean Smith evaluate at half-time? Will he be happy with his team's first half performance? Who knows? We'll see what this is like without that on. I got the shield on my mic. And people know, right, whenever I get a new gadget to my stream, I always like to mess about with it. Hopefully the stream's okay and everyone's happy. Everyone's having a good night. 2-0 Man United. Going to check on a few other score lines, you know, tonight. Of course, I've got a little cheeky bet on. I think my subscribers know me by now, and they know the football's on. I always have a little cheeky bet on as well. As Robbie Savage stood there, look. Who's a fan of Robbie Savage? Be honest inside the comment section. You know, if you like Robbie Savage, let me know, and then I'll give my opinion on him. If you like Robbie Savage, let me know, people. Inter Milan 1-0 down. Wow. Actually, didn't expect Inter Milan to be 1-0 down tonight. And against mid-table team. We've got a full-strength team out as well, Inter Milan. Losing 1-0. Roma, Wolves are 0-0 at the minute. You know, I mean, I know I've got a Bournemouth fan on here, to be fair, and he asked me if I was doing that stream. And I said, unfortunately, I'm not, no. Matty Grove said he shouldn't be a pundit. I don't mind Robbie. He's the most intelligent one. He's got a great humour. I personally, I don't think I'm a big fan of his, I'll be honest. But I'm sure he doesn't care about A.J.T. I'm sure he cares about his own stuff. So 2-0 Man United. And the rest of the English Premier League, of course, is 0-0. So there we go. You know, to get to where we've got 2 people with 2.8k viewers. We're 196 away from 3,000 people being on the stream, or should I say being on the channel. It's actually incredible. Like, I thought my mic was all the way up there, then I think my mic was up there, but it's not. I took off the back of it just to see what it sounds like. I don't know what on earth that thing does. The little shield, I don't know quite what it does. The makes the voice sound better. I don't know what on earth that thing does. That little shield, I don't know quite what it does. I think it sounds a lot more clearer without it, don't I? Piers, you're not the first person to ask me who I support. I did that for you, fella. There you go. That's my team. That's who I support. Just been called mate on TikTok by someone I don't even know. Mate. Okay, mate. Okay, pal. Robbie Savage will always be in the midfield. He knows his limits. He gives the ball away to people who can play. Yeah, I guess I don't mind that. You know, if a pundit's on, he actually knows what he's on about. I don't mind, but you hear some pundits, and some of them have such a boring voice. There's a certain one out there. I won't say it, but you know, there's a certain commentator out there that when that person's talking, I think your voice doesn't change. It doesn't get any higher. It doesn't get any lower. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just the same thing throughout the full game. Same sorts of people I can't listen to. I didn't even know Bruno Fernandes was in there, Matty. I've not even played FIFA today. I've been in the garden. And then, of course, I've been doing my stream. So, you know, I need to check that out. Yes, definitely. You know, if that's the sort of thing. I hate Gary Neville, especially in United games. Why is that? Because he's always a bit biased. Herwine G. Tom, what do you mean, mate? Herwine G. I said people like get following me on social medias. My links are all on the screen. Pause the video and go in there. Give me a cheeky follow, people. Come on. Get at it. things happen in the channel all the time. Matty Groves, you may have found the person I was actually referring to then, fella. Yeah, man, that I just say that accent, that voice. Mistype, no worries. And also, get a Tesco for your 5 litres for £1. Come on, people. I did it today. This is the kind of drink that you do need, trust me. But yeah, I'm going on a little break soon. When am I going away so that you people will actually know? Because in that week, I unfortunately won't be covering any football matches in that week. I'm taking a week away with my girlfriend. We're going out first, holiday together. It should be nice. For her birthday, which is going to be in. So yeah, 3 weeks time, starting on that Monday. Let's just say starting of the week and on the Saturday. There probably won't be a stream. There's some content scheduled to go out, most probably. But in terms of a live stream, probably take a little cheeky week off. And then it's my birthday on the 20th of July. And then yeah, I turn the big 26, people. The big 26. And much Michael state the obvious. Owen, indeed, good. He is Tom. Tom, we hit the nail on the head there, fella. He is indeed. So setting that predictions then, people. Get them down inside the comment section. And if anybody knows what this means, actually give you a free bag of Haribo's. What does this thing do to this thing when it's over the top of it? Like, what does it actually do? Just let me know what it does, because I don't really know what it does. I don't know, and I want to know what it does. So let me know what it does, people. Play you back out soon then for both sides, Newcastle and Aston Villa. My prediction. I'm going to go for a 1-0. I don't know who's going to win this game. I can't see it ending as a 0-0. I do think there'll be a goal in it somewhere. And I just don't know who to, though. I really don't know. Two-1 Newcastle, Tom says. Teams are back out now. Go for a little drill on the Aston Villa side. There's a Newcastle flag there at the top of the stadium. Where are the flags? Are they on? They must be opposite the tunnel, are they? Never ever seen them before, but there you go. That's something new I've suddenly seen in Newcastle's stadium. So here we come out. So you see the tunnel now, to whereabouts Newcastle are now coming out of, and of course Aston Villa came out of there earlier. Why have they changed the tunnel? Because I never ever thought they had two tunnels at Newcastle. Unless they suddenly do, and just made it a bit smaller than what it was. Have they just halved it there? Is that what they've done? Just like put it in half or something? So I'm thinking they've done, maybe just put it in half. Maybe, I don't know. There's no way the tunnel's that small. So surely it's just been like put in half. Yeah, listen, somebody tells me what the answer to that means. What does that thing do to a microphone? Free bag of Haribo's. Anybody can actually tell me what that means and what actually it does. John Joe Shelby gets us back underway then. Here between Newcastle and Aston Villa. It's a 0-0 at the moment, of course. There's only been one goal scored. I should say 2 goals scored. In other Premier League games, that is obviously Manchester United beating Sheffield United 2-0. Will Sheffield United get their European dream this season, or will it be slipped away in these, last sort of games to go? Rory Hamilton and Robbie Savage, obviously the commentators. I'm glad my TV's turned down. Oh, good little chance for Newcastle here. Here comes Matt Ritchie. Oh, Nyland gets to it. Don't think Jordan was too happy there with Matt Ritchie taking an effort, but listen, it wasn't a bad little chance. He likes to parry him a lot. I mean, Villa fans are obviously inside this stream. Why does Nyland like to not catch him straight? Why does he sort of like let it hit off his gloves and then catch it? I mean, I find that a bit strange inside a goalkeeper. It's almost as if he's like trying to take the sting out the shot, but I'm sure that can be a bit risky as well. So I don't think I fully rate Nyland yet inside the Aston Villa goal. I don't really rate to what he brings. I mean, do you have many clean sheets? Not really. Pepe Reina is obviously there, isn't he? But he never really gets a chance now because, of course, Nyland gets in ahead of him. Miggy Almiron's just been tackled down there, but nothing's been given, and the ball goes out of play. Newcastle, they want to play with a bit more urgency in this half, and like you say, if they do want to win this game, that's how I sort of feel like they've got to play in this one. I think they've got to bring a bit more urgency about the play and see how they get on. Do you know what I mean? I thought it is. Oh, it's a muffler. Did it sound better when I had it on? Let me know, people. Did it sound better when I was actually covering my microphone? Let me know. Almiron puts a shift in. He does, to be fair. Non-stop runs. I think my girlfriend told me he ran 8 miles so far this season, or 18 miles. I think it might be 18 miles. Something crazy. About how many miles he actually ran this season on a football pitch. When she told me, I was like, really? No wonder the guy's like so skinny. No wonder his kit doesn't fit him. He never ever stops putting a shift in. He said, didn't he, one time that he would love to be a pro gamer. So there you go. Joelinton on the ball. He's done well there on the left-hand side, to be fair to him. Closing in towards the box. Takes some Douglas Luiz. Gets himself in the box there, and I thought that could have been a free kick to Newcastle. I'll be completely honest with you there. He did very, very well there, Joelinton. Took on a few players, got pushed in the back, and nothing's been given. I thought they would have given him a free kick there, from being honest with you. It's a good little run from him as well. But there we go. Manquillo's obviously on the ball here. Joelinton's not very happy there. I fully understand why. I mean, that was a good run. He should have had a free kick and never did. El Ghazi then. Newcastle area puts the ball across. A good ball across. Header. Why did he choose to header that ball there? I mean, who was that? Trezeguet. Why did he choose to header that ball? That was a bit weird. Yeah, he does always fall over. That's correct. He went for the header. He should have got. Maybe he's gone for the volley and wasted that chance really there. Wasted it for Aston Villa. I'm just thinking, I'm just going to put that back over. If it's a muffler, then makes the pronunciation sound a bit better, then I'll put it back over it. Mohamed El Ghazi is on the ball here. Oh my goodness. I almost feel like you're on like a Charlie Sloth fire in the booth when you got this here. Do you know what I'm saying? I got my little fire in the booth going on, but he's not done well at Newcastle now, he hasn't. Yeah, they do, Matty. I fully agree with you there, fella. Nice hit, Barry. Get on me TikTok. Get following it. Come on. Got nearly 5. Actually, I'm one off 500 followers on TikTok now. TikTok is inside this little link that's going around down there, look. See it down there? There now. Get that followed. I'm not joking, people. Clear as a bell now. Where's the Haribos? Start my YouTube channel and I'll donate. How much are they now? 8-9 pence or something? I'll donate it to you. So there you go. What people are saying here. What people are saying. Clear as a bell. Good. I'm glad it's clear. I'm glad you can hear me smoothly. It's a bit jumpy, this one. It's a real shame that the stream's jumping tonight, but I have to get on check for the obviously, get it off the next stream. No problem whatsoever. And I was gonna say then tomorrow we'll have Chelsea versus Manchester City. Big stream coming. Massive actually. It's a huge game. And then of course on Saturday there's FA Cup. Of course on Sunday we'll be watching Newcastle versus Manchester City. To which Pep Guardiola has apparently said that they've definitely got their their eyes set on the FA Cup. Man City could still win the Champions League, but there you go. And I say Maximin, you going to try a shot? Blocked. I'm trying to think back in my head now. Who won the Carabao Cup again? Was it? It wasn't Chelsea. Could have been Chelsea. I don't know. I'm trying to think now on the top of my head. Who won the Carabao Cup? I can't even think back to who even won it. Yeah, man, the pub's already opening. My birthday's the 20th on the Monday. I'll be down the pub. Oh, I'm excited. Trust me when I say I'm very, very excited for that pub opening. Trust me. Matt Ritchie. Man City, I'm gutted. That's from Youssef Barrett. Fair enough, fella. Man City, what did they win the Carabao Cup, did they? Fair play. Oh, yeah, of course they won it. Of course they won it. And I'm trying to think about that game. Why on earth can I think of past games? Who did they beat in the final? I'm terrible, man. I can't even remember. But, yeah, Man City won it, so there you go. So, of course, if they win the Champions League, possibly. And imagine if they win the FA Cup. Treble, not bad. Hopefully back at work soon. Week or two, can't wait to have something to do. Absolutely, Matty. If you don't mind me asking, fella, whereabouts do you work at? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to tell me. I'm just a man who's asking a question. Been live now for a minute. For 1 hour and 18 minutes. And listen, these footy streams are wicked, man. I love doing these live streams, mate. I think they're class. Jack Gray saying corner ball, 53 minutes played. I've put half time today. I ain't even changed that to second half. People will be joining this going, how long's the second half? I'm like, fella, 2 hours. I mean, no, it is a second half. I just haven't changed it yet. Let me just change this. Who's that geezer? It'll be trying to go how long's half time? No, it's a second half. 0-0. 53 minutes played. Oh, Alan. Nice. Oh, check into the left foot there. They're predicting a second wave of the virus in September. I really hope not. I really hope not. I really hope that we took all the precautions that we need to take to be safe during this time, because the lockdown. I think people were actually getting used to it, weren't they, in the end? But it's never nice being locked up in your houses. We're not able to see friends and family and whatnot. And having that privilege to go and see them people again now, hopefully people don't take the sort of advantage of it. You know what I mean? That's what you kind of hope to yourself. Why the heck is Neil Lennon commentating? And who is he commentating for, Neil Lennon? Why is he signing? Why is he He's a Celtic manager. Why is he commentating on this game for? Okay, that's a new one. I don't know if we see him commentating tonight. It'll be mental inside the pubs. Oh, Tom, be fighting everywhere, man. Trust me. I'm going straight to the Alchemist in Newcastle in Eldon Square. Trust me. That place there is decent for drinks. Like, it's actually all right. Nobody's ever tried it. The Alchemist in the it's like a I think it's an Eldon Square food court. Like I said, I think that's where it is. Try it out, people. Go to the Purple Bear first, have a cheeky little meal, and go over to the Alchemist. Do some nice stuff in there, man. Trust me. And the beat Villa, didn't he? Is that the beat Villa? Oh, Everton 1-0. There we go. Goal of the Everton 1-0. Man City won against Aston Villa. Of course they did, yeah. Of course they now. Oh, yeah, of course I beat them, yeah, because Villa on 2 went to it, didn't they? So I'm saying, what on earth? Why is Lennon there for, man? That makes zero sense to me. But, oh, go on, Maradona turn from Anderson Maximin. Plays in Manquillo. Oh, Joe Linton, man, you've got to go at that. Doesn't react to it though. 56 minutes played. Newcastle 0, Aston Villa 0. Nice bit of play. Danny Rose surely got to be a goal here. Mickey Almiron. Oh, he just slips. Crichton Bar as well. Anyway, with Ist at the end, basically. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, the Alchemist, man. I always go with my girlfriend normally, and no complaints. I had this weird drink before in there, and like smoke coming off my drink. It was like these like, it must have been like an absorbable ice, but it was like pure white, like cubes. And anyway, I had to pour this like certain bit of my drink into this cup. It was like smoke started coming off it and that. It was mental, but yeah, man, the Alchemist is it's spot on. To be fair, I've been there, been a Purple Bear. That's all right in there for some food. That's where I've been. Been the one near the stadium as well. I've been in the Strawberry. That's decent. And I say, Maximin, oh my days, what a run! Really did catch that cleanly, and it just went wide the post there from Allen. Good chance. Really good chance. I think he knew it was a good chance. Got past Tyrone Mings with ease, really, and he did catch it clean, but he just kept on rising, didn't he? But Alan Saint-Maximin is a fantastic player, isn't he? Alan Saint-Maximin. I'm trying to think of where else I've been. Apart from the Alchemist. Been a Strawberry. Purple Bear. Been to... Is it... Oh, what the heck's it called, man? The one near the stay right near the bus shelter. The Junction. A rough pub, been in there before. Been to a few. I've been to... I've got a photo in one. It's actually on my phone. I'll have to tell you where I've been in Newcastle. It's down, like you go down this road. Well, I mean, all the pubs are down the road, aren't they? I'll find out in a minute where it is. 1-1 Inter. Nice. Why is that suspended? I'm guessing I've just scored of the Inter Milan. Not too sure. Trying to think now where this photo is. Lavello is decent. Yeah, no man, Lavello's wicked. Shark Club, never been. Tell a lie. I walked in and it was rammed, and me and my girlfriend wanted some food, and we were like, there's no way we're going to get sat down for food. So we had to leave it. But yeah, I've actually heard good things about Shark Club, to be fair. It seems like a proper nice place to go for some drinks. I'm going to be honest. All right, George. Did your team play today or yesterday, did he? Inside the, was it in the final? Did you go up, George? Did you go to League One? Stables in Wynyard? No, man. Listen, I can't afford to go to Wynyard, mate. Wynyard's dead posh, man. I can't be seen down there in them places. No chance, no.
Never ever been there. Stables pub in Wynyard. Bought him Jack Williams. Good ball. My girlfriend's wedding reception was inside of the golf club in Wynyard. That was really nice. And I didn't get told off, but if the people ever see it now, because of course, I used to. Well, basically, it said they watched my channel. I'm sorry for bringing in my own beers that night. I do apologise. There's a night out in Norton. Never ever been to Norton either. I'm terrible, people. So everyone 1-0. Keane with the goal. I think when's this final? Next week, is it? George, I need to know when your team plays in this final, fella. I can't find it. I'm sure they've got a final on somewhere. FA Cup this Sunday. I'm trying to find out when this League 2 final is. The MLS is back on, isn't it? On Sunday. 1 a.m. Oh my days. And then 11:30 p.m. is Sporting Kansas City versus Portland Timbers. Watford on Sunday. Of course, we might be able to do 2 on Sunday. Being Sheffield United versus Aston Villa. I mean versus Arsenal. I'm just trying to find this final. I mean, a lot of people start the age of what you're doing. That was the semi, wasn't it? I can't find this final, man. I don't know where it is. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know when the League 2 final is. I was going to cover it, but I can't find it, and I don't know where it is. So there you go. I've got Mason Norton and Rough Walker. I don't know where Rough Walker is. And Norton, I've never been on a night out down there. I heard that's where Curtis Fleming lives. So there you go. It's a nice place, Wynyard. Not much to do there. Not much at all. I know there's Duncan Ballantyne, a good friend of mine. Well, I won't say a good friend. I know a friend of mine lives in America now. He was the next door neighbour to his house. So there you go. So house parties, apparently, his daughter and stuff. Andy Carroll's going to come on for Newcastle here. I would just gone. No Dwight Gale, who should be on the pitch for me. 29th of June is the final. Fair play. So what day is the 29th of June? I could have sworn it last night, that game. Next Monday is the League 2 final. Brucey wants a win here. Of course he does, against Aston Villa. Why wouldn't he? His ex-team. Oh, there it is. Yeah, of course it is. Exeter v Northampton. I fancy Northampton. And Andy Carroll comes on. I don't know why you bring Andy Carroll on. Same player as Joe Linton. Hopefully he sorted out his beard mind. Who's that? Curtis Fleming. LH South has put up the Villa. And American football fans are nuts. Yeah, they are nuts, to be fair. He used to live, well, to say, enough said there. Ball out wide to El Ghazi. 63 minutes played. He plays a ball in there, but nobody even read what on earth he was doing there. Samatta did. Samatta's got it. Aston Villa with about half a chance here, really. Goes inside the Trezeguet, holds off Danny Rose. He's going to probably get a foul. I mean, that is a foul, referee. Is it going? Has Newcastle just won a free kick? Newcastle have won a free kick here, but I thought he was all over Trezeguet, personally. I mean, he's all over him there. I mean, well, mind you, well, yeah, I guess he's pulling Danny Rose a fair bit. Free kick to Newcastle. Could argue, could have gone the other way there. And that camera shot then from the bird's eye view, that's what it's like from the away end at Newcastle. You are in the gods, literally. And it's another drinks break now. Another break we've got to wait for. Oh, you mean Andy Carroll's beard? Andy Carroll looked like he cut it in the dark again. He did, to be fair. He's just got like a massive bit missing out on his chin. I mean, if that's his, listen, if that's his new look, then hopefully it gives him some goals, eh? Because, you know what I mean? He's always like his long hair. Does anybody remember when he used to, do you remember he got them Did he get braids before? Do you remember that when he got braids? Jack Grealish getting some instruction. I like Jack Grealish. I think he's a good player. I know a lot of people probably don't like him, but I'm a big fan of Jack Grealish. I think he's a good player. Good footballer. Good footballer, Jack Grealish. Well, I watch it from that angle, to be fair. It's not often the nicest one to ever have in the world, that view, but it's a view. And I think if Norwich don't win today, obviously, they are trailing 1-0 to Everton, I think it's game over for them personally. Matt Ritchie's been subbed here. He's got an ice pack on him, has he? Got an ice pack on the lower part of his leg. Bit of cramp there, is there? Or something? Here comes Dwight Gale. Looks like he's putting a bit of timber there, doesn't he, Dwight Gale? Enjoy lockdown a bit there, have you, mate? Wolves 1-0. I have Wolves on my bet. Jimenez. Si Senor, as they call him. Love Island, Australia, Darren. May have to start watching. I've heard a few things about it. I didn't even know it's back up and running. Love Island. If it's good, I might watch it. I don't know. How much of for an hour can I handle the Australian accent? I don't know if I can. So I don't know. I might have to wait for the UK one to come back, which my younger brother actually applied for. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, believe it or not, people. A lot of people know Billy. Good bloke. Good man. He actually applied for it. Best bit of business Newcastle ever did was selling into Liverpool. Yeah, for what, 35 million? Fantastic bit of business, really, wasn't it, for Carroll? Getting him back on a free, was it, or for 7 million? I know, I'm pretty sure he got back on a free, didn't he? I think he's on a pay-per-play contract, wasn't he? For Carroll. And like I say, today you saw John Terry cycling down South Shields. Eddie, I cannot show the screen, fella. Gale should start all the time, should start. The violence off you, Red Dog. Fair enough. And yeah, Matty, he did, to be fair. He said he said he wanted to go on in. I said, fair play. Oh, it's a great ball for it. Comes Dwight Gale. He's got to finish it. And he does finish it. Newcastle United take the lead in this one. Newcastle 1, Aston Villa 0. Dwight Gale doesn't look very pleased there. They didn't even get a start. And for how long have I said it? Probably all season long now. We and Lascelles trying to pull out Andy Carroll's bobble out of his hair there. But for how long have I said it for now that Dwight Gale should be starting games for Newcastle United? He's been on the pitch a minute. Andy Carroll, great ball through. Picks out Dwight Gale, takes 2 touches, 3 touches, bang. Straight to the bottom corner. And I've said it for I don't know how long. This guy should be starting games. 1-0, Dwight Gale. And he should be starting over Joe Linton. I don't care if it costs 40 million. Look at the better striker in all these strikers they've got in Newcastle. Dwight Gale is your answer. Dwight Gale will get you goals. So there you go. 1-0 Newcastle United. Dwight Gale with the finish. And there's a nice finish at that. Ball came into him. Took a couple of touches with his right foot. Pushed straight into the bottom corner. Not a bad finish at all there, to be fair. In the game, you could say maybe Aston Villa have dominated to an extent. But now Newcastle United do lead through a goal from Dwight Gale. And I've said it for I don't know how long now. Much better player. But I haven't been listened to. So there you go. So Davis and Huracan have now come on for Aston Villa. See, put the fat lad up top and things will happen. There you go. Hey, Gale, he started on me last season at West Brom. Oh, he started on you, Jack. Why did Dwight Gale start on you for? Good player, Gale. He's been wasted this season. Surely he's been given a chance. I've said it all season long, man. Start him. He's a good striker.
People saying here, must have been his attitude. He's fantastic, man. He's a fantastic. Listen, right, I even liked him at Crystal Palace, and he's never liked the Crystal Palace. I'm like, well, what the heck's his problem? He's a good player. He's got ability there. You know what I mean? He's a very, very good striker, and he'll get you goals. Comes on there. He's been on the pitch for 1.5 minutes, and he scored a goal. And it really does annoy me when I can see a player in a team that's not been given a chance. And I know personally, or I can see from obviously my TV screen, whatever, just how good he is. He's fantastic. He's one of the best. And in Milan are now 2-1 up. Glad I put them on now. Gets in there. Honestly, he's been a bit suspended in the Wolves game. I think something might have happened here. Dangerous attack for Wolves. I think they might have scored. Maybe. Hating myself for the way he shushed the Borough faithful at West Brom. True. He had a bottle of them the second after. Did he? Did he have a bottle chucked at him? Oh my days! Wow. He scores goals everywhere. He's class. Defies logic. It just doesn't make sense in the slightest to me why Dwight Gale does not get more starts. Why he doesn't get more play time in any team he goes to. He's a really, really, really good player, and he just doesn't get the play time. And he comes on, and once he's been on the pitch there, 30 seconds, and your Joe Linton might have cost you 40 million. And I fully understand that in his contract it may say he has to start if he's fit. But Dwight Gale's never been given a chance to anyone, and he comes on there 30 seconds in and gets a goal. Start Dwight Gale at any football club he's at. Give him a chance, and he will get you goals. My point exactly is now being proven right in front of my eyes. I mean, you start him ahead of anybody that's worth 40 million, and he's failing to score each game. Sorry, but Dwight Gale will do more than him. Wolves 1-0, Inter Milan 2-1, and Icos have just kicked off, and they're 0-0 for anybody who wants to know the worldwide scores. There you go. And Salah is back in the team for Liverpool, and so too is Robertson. Andy Carroll got ahead of that. Goalkeeper saves it in Ireland, comes out to Allen. I think he's calling for a free kick on Andy Carroll there. I didn't see a free kick personally. I think that's what he's calling for. I think Rodriguez scored to make it 1-1. Yeah, he did. And ran to the away end to celebrate in front of us. I got wound up, and then may have done some gestures towards him. He didn't take it well. So obviously you sat outside the away end, Jack. Rodriguez has scored, which obviously, listen, I fully remember that game. Then obviously Dwight Gale's come past and put his finger over his mouth. You've called him gestures. And then from out of nowhere, what's he done? Did he sort of come at you? Did he sort of run in towards you? Did he run at the stand and say, come on, sort of thing? What happened? Tell us the full story. Come on, Jack. I'm interested, man. I want to know, how on earth did you have a fight? And how on earth did you beat away Dwight Gale? He scores goals everywhere. Exactly. Start next game and put John Linton on the bench. I fully agree with you. I fully do. Hourihane with an interesting free kick for Newcastle left-hand side. Puts the ball across. Oh, my days. That only needed a touch. That only needed a touch of Aston Villa head and to make it 1-1. Ball went from Hourihane. Oh, was it a corner? Was it a corner there? Oh, yeah, it was off Hayden. Off Hayden's back. 3-0 Man United there. Look, thank you so much for that one there, Darren. Go on, Liverpool. Let's grab the 3 points from Nathan Morrison. And then Paul Quay, no Bota as Imogens. No, I can't show the match, fella, if that's what you're trying to ask me to do. Maxwell Pereira. Your brother's fantastic at Watford, but unfortunately, fella, I can't. Actually, I don't know if your brother is obviously at Watford, but I can't show the game. Martial, first hat-trick for Man United. Is it really? Fantastic again, he's another one. Get some bad media, get some bad press, but he's another good player. And that goal there for Dwight Gale when you watch it back was too easy, wasn't it, really?
Oh, Jack Grealish taken out there by Hayden. And he's really felt that one, to be fair. He went down. He swore there as well. Don't know what he said, but I seen him swear. 3-0 Man United. Dama got another assist for Wolves. They said Tony Pulis made him. If Tony Pulis ever did something in football, it was making Adama Traore brilliant. Because Barcelona couldn't do it, let's not forget. Barcelona couldn't bring out the best in Adama Traore, but Tony Pulis could. Tony Pulis for Barcelona job. Joking. And Aston Villa, you see to why they're down there fighting. They don't maybe create enough chances, and when they do create the chances, they don't often have the answers for them. And El Mohamed is going to come on for Aston Villa. I guess he's going to try and sort of wing back role, try and give them a little bit of urgency going forward. I'm not too sure who's going off here, to be fair. There's a double substitution, I think, here for there's Concer's gone off, El Mohamed has come on, and McGinn has gone off, and Nakamba has come on. Now, Nakamba, I'm not seeing too much of. El Mohamed, I thought, was pretty much now retired. Ex-Sunderland player, I believe, El Mohamed. Let's check how many likes are in the stream, people, because, as I said before, I like my likes inside my streams. How many have we got here? 17. 18 now. People, let's try and push the likes to at least 30. Come on now. Let's get that done. 30 likes inside the stream. Why is there no breeze tonight, man? I've been sat in my window open this whole time, and I'm still as warm as I was when I first started it. MPI costing them nil. "77 minutes played then, and it's been a bit of a. I don't know what kind of game this has been. I mean, I don't know if I describe this game to anyone. That's how the earth did this game go. I gave it 2 halves, maybe. I thought first half Villa were probably the better team. Second half Newcastle showed a bit more intensity. Obviously got the goal. Listen, if Dwight Gale doesn't come on, I don't think they get that goal. So I don't think Joe Linton scores that chance. I'll be honest with you. Good ball forward. The crosser goes in. Cleared. Ooh, Carroll with a chance of the crossbar. Wants a corner. Don't think he's going to get it, though. Keane's happy now. Red Dog's like the stream. Darren's like the stream. We've got 2,806 now, so we're like, what, 196, 194 from 3,000, which is massive. So thanks so much for the support. Recently, though, the support's been unbelievable. Like 1,000 views on the last video, 811 in the last stream. Crazy. I think we've had, actually, I'll tell you right now, how many views we've actually had in the last 5 days. Like, not even to count the rest of the month. We've had 14,000 views. And that's just this month alone. And that's normally on about 10 or 8. 12 sometimes, but not even 12. I think it's about 8 normally. So yeah, there you go. We've had 14,500 views in the last sort of 5-ish days, I honestly say. And the watch time's 32 minutes. 32,000 minutes, should I say, watch time. So yeah, the channel is definitely taking off. Like, we're finally getting to a point where I feel like definitely something could happen with the channel. So what about yesterday? I'm a firm believer that if you keep on going and pushing hard for something, one day you'll make it a possible reality. And I definitely believe in the dream. I definitely believe in that one day I'll be a commentator somewhere, whether that be on TV, on the radio. I fully believe it, and I also fully believe that this channel will, be one of the biggest streaming commentating channels on the net. So I fully believe. And I said before, the actual dream is 1 million. If you get to 1 million subs and I get a golden player button to go alongside the 100k silver player button, then I'll be happy, and I'll be at a spot where, but I've gone on YouTube and got to 1 million and gone, do you know what? 1 million people have subscribed, 1 million people liked our stuff. That's enough for me. You know what I mean? 1 million, that's enough for me. I mean, yeah, okay, to keep going even further on would be absolutely fantastic. Don't get me wrong, listen, to get 100 million like PewDiePie would be crazy. But 1 million, you look at it and go, yeah, do you know what? That was unreal. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I look back at it, you know, once I do hit, listen, that's if I'm looking to hit 1 million, which I do believe we can. But, you know, once we get there, I look back at it, look back at all the videos and think, you know what, it was some ride, wasn't it? It was some ride to get to 1 million. It was a crazy journey, it was an expensive one at that, but to achieve that dream, I think will be crazy stuff. So yeah, man, listen, you know, the plan is to not stop. 100k, several player button, that'd be mental. Like, imagine having a several player button behind me here. Yeah, it'd be a pretty nice thing to look at, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? As an achievement, you know, to do many hours of YouTube, many streams, and trying to give back to people and trying to make people have a better day than what they're having. Then yeah, that's always been the sort of aspect to any sort of video I've ever done, was to always put smiles on faces, and you know, if someone's having a bad day, to come over here, watch the stream, ask me a question, let me try and cheer you up. That was always an achievement. That was always a sort of dream of mine, 100%. Exactly, Tom. You know what I mean, mate? That's how I sort of see it. You know, it doesn't matter how much money it does cost. You know what I mean? You're living your dream. You know what I mean? You're doing the one thing that you wanted to do, well, since whenever. I mean, listen, I've been doing this one now since 2017. And as soon as I jumped on it, I said, listen, I definitely just want to be a YouTuber. Oh, it's in! And Aston Villa have the goal back, and it's 1-1. Would you believe this? Out of nothing, there was a corner ball for Aston Villa on the left-hand side. The ball's been swung over. I think it's El Mohammadi, I want to say it's El Mohammadi. I don't know who it was exactly. He's running away saying, you know, all the goal goes to him. The Bravka there has to be questioned. I'm sorry, it does. It's all that is there is just a knock on. It's a knock on from El Mohammadi. Back across the area. Comes down. The Bravka there. It goes straight under his arms. Oh, I think the Bravka could have done a bit better there. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know about that one, to be honest with you. I think the Bravka's got to be a bit questioned there, I'll be honest with you. You're doing a main job, really hard work, thank you, man. Don't forget your regulars. And don't have a big head. When you're a big stay ground, you'll always be sound. 1-1 there from Juan. Exactly, it is. Now, Darren, as I've always said, mate, you know, to stay grounded now. I mean, you know, people say, oh, but listen, when they got 2.8k subscribers, yeah, but some people get to 2.8k and they get a bit of a big head, and you know, forget where they came from. I will never ever I'll never ever allow that to happen to me, because you've got to remember your roots. You know, whereabouts did you come from? Do you know what I mean? It's like, remember the estate you lived on. Remember you grew up. Remember what got you to that point. Remember what got you to like 2,500 subscribers. Well, I didn't get here from just being. I don't know. I mean, I didn't just get here. Do you know what I mean? I was obviously, you know, I was myself. The videos that interested people, and people enjoyed them and decided to follow along this journey with me. And you know, I always remember the first ever person that ever met me off YouTube, Kean Finn. There you go. That was literally 2 months into doing YouTube. I met that guy. I'm 3 years down the line, and I still never forgot his name. I still say hello to him at every single Borough match that I see him at. Because for the people that recognise me, the people that, you know, I can see on these sort of streams commenting every single time I do a stream, these people don't just come along. These people are here as, you know, supporters, so obviously, you know, support the journey, to also enjoy the content and, you know, appreciate everything that I'm doing. So I appreciate everybody that supports me. It's as simple as that. The comments, the likes, the shares. I don't forget names, you know, for you there, Darren, and even Tom now, you know, Tom's Saturday coming on the streams. Red Dog Hewitt there, Matty, Jack Hunter. There's loads of people on here. Jake Johnson, he's not even in the stream tonight, but I know he often comes in. He says hello, then disappears. Alex Griffin, There's another one, you know, nearly on 10k. But again, you know, he supported me from the day, so it's like it's important that you don't forget, because you know, once you know, like I don't know, the minute you start forgetting, you start becoming a big-headed person, and I don't want to become that guy, and I never ever will become that guy. Simple as that, innit? Yes, Jack, my guy. Oh, mate, you're absolutely right, Red Dog. Change the scoreline. I'm not even on it tonight, you know. I'm absolutely off it tonight, aren't I? Be sunstroke. Sunstroke. Yeah, all right. Let's put it down to that. 1-1 Aston Villa. What will it end? I mean, I said 1-1 either way, didn't I? Should have said 2-1. Might have been a bit closer. So there we go, 1-0. Big up yourselves. Big up the people that have always supported from day. I don't forget people. Trust me. Don't forget. Jack Graves here. He's going to try and win for Villa, I reckon. 3 minutes to go. Bit of crack stream once again. Hurahan calling the ball. This is how the last goal sort of appeared. From a similar sort of corner. Take a look at these things quickly. Still 1-0 for Wolves. Let's not forget. Ball goes in again. Is it going to be another corner, is he? Not quite know what they're going to do here. You're the best, mate, and thanks for making. If you're welcome to on the channel, no problem, Red Dog Man. Thanks for our support, mate. Hero, legendary business. Ball goes in. John Joe Shelby crazy. They're approaching 88 minutes on the clock. AC Nitros, I want to say your name is there, fella, so if I got it wrong. On 87 and 50 seconds. There you go. To be absolutely precise. Aston Villa, you can say, you know, got the goal back luckily enough, but listen, any sort of goal to them at the minute counts. Any sort of point for them counts at the minute. Smart header from El Mohammadi. Now they're going to be tied at the back. Now they might try and push for a winner. It'd be a massive point in their step to sort of, you know, stay inside this league. They don't want to be relegated. And, you know, I think they go level on points now. West Ham are obviously in 17th, and I think Bournemouth as well. Although Bournemouth are losing tonight, so I don't know if Aston Villa will step ahead of them on goal difference. I don't quite know how that one plays out. Ball goes back, and of course, you know, for the Liverpool team tonight, Robinson's back. So too is Salah. That's a big lift for Liverpool, and they're battle to beat Crystal Palace tonight, of course. Amadi. Oh, cleared away by the South. It goes back in. Manquillo's equal to it there, though. Samatta's got it back here. Still on the edge of the area. It's not cleared. Here comes Jack Grealish, trying to get away from Shelby. Oh, and Al Mohammadi didn't read him on the right-hand side there. There's a very, very good chance. Moving to the sort of last minute now. Oh, it's a great take from Andy Carroll. And that's going to be a foul. Pull back. Tyrone Mings didn't like that one very much. He scratched his head. His fellow defender. And he seems a bit sort of inexperienced at Hayes or House, whatever he's called. I can't quite pronounce his name. But it seems to me like Tyrone Mings at the minute isn't really the biggest fan of his in terms of a bit of inexperience there. Of course, you know, Tyrone Mings, you can see that he's been much sort of dragged, well, should I say, brought through from James Chester. After James Chester, you know, John Terry. And when it was John Terry and James Chester at the back, there was no getting through them two. You know, them two were absolutely solid, weren't they? Do you remember that? Ball goes in and it's just over the top. It's Federico Fernandez. Oh, no, I think it might be Andy Carroll. It's one of them. Carroll's not happy though. Carroll could have got to what he said there. And the balance of play, a draw would be a fair result. I think so, yeah. I think so, Red Dog. I probably agree with you on that one. It's been a bit of a cagey game, hasn't it? You know, not many chances for either side. A lot of players had the midfield and a lot, you know, a bit down the wing. But I think, yeah, listen, I think on the balance of things, I think a point will probably be an equal result. So it'll be one of them games where it's really blowing you away. I don't think anybody expected this sort of to be one of them games where it's going to sort of blow your mind away and whatever else. I think it's going to be one of them sort of cagey games. You know, Aston Villa trying to fight for the 3 points. And, Newcastle are trying to say they could get the European spots. I've seen that. And obviously my girlfriend's been telling me about that as well. Apparently they're only 7 points off. Of course, to draw here, of course, has 6 points. But it's still a big ask, isn't it? Surely if Newcastle trying to get promoted, trying to get Europe. Surely that's still a long way away. It's got to be, surely. I'd have Castedo over Carroll. Oh, yeah, 100%. Great. It's another point towards safety for both teams. Mind you, I had 2-1 on the bookies. Oh, Tom, but I hope the score later on for you, fella. I really, really do. I hope it comes off for you. Mrs. won't be happy. She's texting me now, man. She's kicking off like... She's kicking off with John Joe Shelby. She just texted me saying John Joe Shelby, and then I won't tell you whatever else she put in the message. But it's safe to say that she's absolutely furious with John Joe Shelby on the goal for Aston Villa. Apparently got in Dubravka's way was what was said a little bit in that message. But like I say, I won't put, or in fact, I won't say what else she said because, of course, I don't use a bit of explicit language on the channel. So there you go. So your answer that, Darren. No, she's not very happy at all. She's a bit fuming. But, these things happen. Man of the match again. The second game in a row is Alan St. Maximin. Of course, he got man of the match, didn't he, in the last game against Sheffield United. He's got it again now then. I have a feeling Aston Villa could literally sneak it. My days, Jack Grealish just slips on the ball. Douglas Luiz, looking for the man. It goes all the way back, though, when Jack Grealish was open there. Tyrone Mings plays into Jack Grealish. Nice pass. Houlihan, loads of time. Strikes one. Bentaleb is there. Deflects it. Alan St. Maximin boots it long. Now it's going to be a battle. Oh, my days. I'll tell you now, man, somebody could score this later on here and really win this football match. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not too sure who that was that's winning the ball for Aston Villa, but here comes Jack Grealish. About 30 yards out here. Goes in field to Samatta. Nice bit of play here. It's not bad. Target goes out wide. Ball goes not in. I was going to go into the box. Houlihan. Plays it on the floor. It's clear, but only to the edge of the area. Target is. Good chance for Villa here. They knock it back into Douglas Luiz. There's nobody there apart from Jack Grealish. Danny Rose clears it to the edge of the area. Now it's Al Mohammadi. Good chance here. Real good chance for Aston Villa to win it later on. Jack Grealish then. Spins the ball in the area. Oh, and it's cleared away at the back post by Manquillo. A lot of pressure later on here as Aston Villa trying to go for this win. Why would you not, 1-1, 2 minutes to go, you give it everything you've got now. If you are Aston Villa, I leave for 10 minutes and there's 2 goals. AC, you shouldn't leave the stream, fella, at all. You should always want to be here. Ball's going to be whipped in now then. Houlihan. Boom! Off the side netting, and I think they're going to give another Aston Villa corner. And that was that Hawes. What's his name? House? I don't know what he's called. I mean, I'm no disrespect to him. They go short to target, knocks it back to Houlihan. Plays a good ball in. Dubravka rises. He catches it. A minute to go now. Bit of pressure from there. He's actually in Webbers as the runs. Oh, so Matt nearly got that ball off him there. What star sign is she? She was born on the 15th of July. So if you want to go and do your research for me quickly, Darren, go and find out, mate. I think I'm definitely star sign Cancer, but I don't know what star sign she is. I mean, listen, she could be the same one. I mean, I should know really. You should know what star sign she is. I have to do my own research. Glad she's not watching the stream, like, because she might be fuming even more if I don't know a star sign. Jeez, Darren, you could have put me in the doghouse tonight, fella, saying that. I have to go and figure it out now, won't I? Star sign. I have to get my own research now. Aston Villa a free kick here later on. Dean Smith would be relatively happy with. Oh yeah, no, yeah. She is. It says here Zodiac, and then it says that she's yeah, she's a Cancer one, yeah. Yeah, man, she's Cancer. There you go, same as me. Both on the same star sign. So there you go. I don't really know what they mean, but I'm guessing that's good. And that's the end of the game in this one.
Newcastle United 1, Aston Villa 1. In a pretty cagey game, you would say. I think it was a game of both halves. I mean, game of two halves, should I say, sorry. Aston Villa definitely were the better team in the first half and second half. You know, Newcastle grew into it, obviously got the goal back. And Mohamed obviously come on. Both goals, though, from two different substitutions there. Dwight Gale doesn't look too happy, but listen, I mean, I guess him back when he got his goal. John Terry having a chat with Steve Bruce. And, I mean, when you look at the total, look at Jack Grealish sat looking at the floor. Does he think it's all over? Is he sat there now thinking, you know, relegation could be upon us? Who knows? But, you know, how I look at it is I see it as, this has been put up there by John Joe Shelby. Jack Grealish is, I don't think he's very happy there, to be honest. He looks a bit fuming. With fellow teammates a little bit there. I mean, I guess he just feels a bit disappointed. You know, I think Aston Villa. Yeah, Tom, no bother. Listen, Tom, I'm back tomorrow for the Chelsea City game, I believe. Like I say, and have a look back tomorrow. Listen, I'm definitely back tomorrow. And of course, I'm back for the Borough game on Saturday as well. No stream on Friday, people, as I'm, like I said, trying another night away. So, you know, I just want to chill out. But Jack Grealish got his head down there, walking off the field. And I fully understand why. I mean, it's not Aston Villa were bad. And, you know, if they do go down, you can say, yeah, but, you know, they did it, you know, they were okay. They weren't that terrible in that game. And Mohamed D, with obviously the goal back to make it 1-1. Jack Grealish does look a bit gutted, I'm not going to lie to you there. But, no, I think they did okay, Aston Villa, in that game, you know, from being 1-0 down to come back. You know, and I think their point will obviously help them, obviously, you know, try and stay up. With Bournemouth getting beat at the moment, I believe, well, that sort of take them out of the relegation spot and back to the sort of safety zone, who knows. But, you know, it ends here, 1-0, in a game that can be described as literally a game of two halves, wasn't it, really? Aston Villa dominated the first half. Newcastle had a bit in the second half. Dwight Gale obviously got the goal. Then, of course, you know, Mohamed scored late on for Aston Villa. So, you know, listen, another good game. Some results now. The Wolves 1, Bournemouth 0, Man United 3, Sheffield United 0, and of course Everton 1, Norwich 0. I think the 8:15 kickoff is Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Darren, allow it, mate. So Darren's 2 weeks away, yeah, fella. And then of course on Thursday, being tomorrow, Burnley, Watford, Southampton, Arsenal, and Chelsea versus Manchester City. I don't know which one to do. I might do the Southampton Arsenal. I don't know yet, though. Or, I don't know. I mean, maybe Chelsea, Man City. I ain't sure. I don't know. But listen, I'll have a little look about tomorrow. League table, Man United moving to 5th. Obviously, after getting their win. Wolves, as they're winning at the minute, they are also on 49 and 6th. And, of course, Everton go to 10th on 41. And Everton are always around 10th place, aren't they? They never really change from 10th position. We're going to look at the bottom half of the league in a minute. 20-point gap between Man City and Liverpool, of course. Man City were obviously still going to win the league. Arsenal dropped to 11th. And Newcastle 39th. I should say 13th on 39 points. And Aston Villa are now 11 on points with Bournemouth, who are on 27 and 18th. And West Ham, who are obviously on 17th on 27 points. West Ham's minus 19. Bournemouth minus 21. And Aston Villa minus 23. So that's how it goes. And of course, Norwich are on 21 points with a 31 or minus 31 goal difference. So would you say they're down now, Norwich? I think you'd probably say Norwich City are down, aren't they? I don't think they're getting another season inside the Premier League next year. I think it comes down to West Ham, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa. But I don't see Aston Villa going down, I'll be honest with you. I think it might be Bournemouth, it might be West Ham. And listen, imagine West Ham go down with that huge stadium that they've got. I mean, listen, the fans would turn even harder on the owners and whatnot. But listen, people, it's been a 2 hours and 5 minute stream. I do appreciate everybody tuning in again tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic once again. Another fantastic stream. Thanks for all tuning in. I'm back tomorrow. I don't know what game for yet, though. It'll either be the Arsenal Southampton, I think that's the 6 o'clock kickoff, or the 8:15 between Chelsea and Man City. Although it could be the early one. Maybe. I am not sure, but I might do Southampton Arsenal. I don't know why, but it just seems a bit more appetizing. And on Sunday, we could have 2 possible games. Sheffield United Arsenal, and then, of course, the FA Cup game between Man City and Newcastle. So we'll wait and see if that one. West Ham Millwall next season, exactly. If you join me, though, people, I will see you again tomorrow for another stream. Shout out to the new microphone as well. That did its job well. It was absolutely unbelievable, wasn't it? From me, A.J.T, and you, the viewers, thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Peace out.